SVS Mathematics presents In this lesson, we're going to divide some lovely positive and negative mixed numbers. We're going to evaluate happy little algebraic expressions and simplify wonderful mixed numbers and complex fractions. Now let's look at dividing mixed numbers. To divide these happy little mixed numbers, the mixed numbers should first be renamed as fractions greater than 1. Once they are renamed, you can divide them just like regular fractions. Alright everybody, let's go ahead and start our lesson on dividing mixed numbers. Now the first thing I want to show you is how to convert a mixed number back into an improper fraction. So let's take an example. Let's say we have 2 1/3. Remember what you're going to be doing. You're going to take the denominator, multiply it times 2, and then add the numerator. So it's going to look something like this. 2 times 3 plus 1. Okay? We know that 2 times 3 is 6. And then we know that 6 plus 1 is 7. So there you have it. You've now converted your mixed number into an improper fraction. Now this is key because in order to divide mixed numbers, you're going to have to change each of the mixed numbers into an improper fraction. Alright, let's take a look at a real example now. Let's start by dividing 2 7/8 by 1/2. 2 7/8 divided by 1/2. Oh, these are great little numbers. Alright, let's start by taking this mixed number and turning it into an improper fraction. Remember, 2 times 8, numerator times 2, plus, denominator times 2, plus the numerator. That's what you're going to get, right there. Okay? We know that 2 times 8 is 16, and 16 plus 7 is what, boys and girls? Can you remember? Remember, 6 plus 7, and then you're going to carry the 1. 6 plus 7 is 13. Carry the 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. There you have it, the improper fraction. Now, you know that we can take this division problem and easily convert it into a multiplication problem by taking the reciprocal of the second term. Of course, you can always cross-simplify, right? And then numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator. Now, we're not finished here. We always have to take this sweet little improper fraction and turn it into a lovely little mixed number. So how do we do that? Well, we take 23 and we divide it by 4. We know that 4 goes into 23 5 times with a remainder of 3. So the remainder is going to go over the 4. So we know that the simplified version of this happy little improper fraction is going to be this lovely little mixed number right here. And that's your answer. And that's how you do these problems, okay? There may be more steps, but it's never going to be harder. I thought we'd take a little break here for a moment, and I want to share a little friend with you. This is a baby fox squirrel. She's having a little lunch while we're working on our mathematics. I hope you enjoyed my little friend. Now let's get back to dividing mixed numbers. Alright, let's take a look at another example. This example, while it's very similar to the last one, has a little bit of difference as well. Now the first thing we're going to do is take that mixed number and convert it into a happy little improper fraction. And obviously the value of 3 can be rewritten as 3 over 1. I'm going to go ahead and further simplify it this time. And what I'm going to get is going to be 23 over 3 divided by 3 over 1. Very nice. Of course, we're going to now convert this division problem into a multiplication problem by taking the reciprocal of the second term and then multiplying numerator times numerator and denominator by denominator, getting 23/9. Now the next step is to divide 9 into 23. We find that it goes 2 times with 5 left over. And there you go. You have your solution. Okay, let's go ahead and take another look at a different example. Now again, it's not harder. It just has a few more steps to it. We've got 1 5/7 divided by 6 3/4. Now we're going to go ahead and rewrite this just to make it a little bit easier for you. That's 1 5/7 divided by 6 3/4. Okay, our next step is going to be what, boys and girls? That's right, to convert those mixed numbers into improper fractions. So 7 times 1 plus 5 over 7 divided by 4 times 6 plus 3. There you go. Okay, our next step, let's simplify it just a little bit further. You're going to get 12 over 7, and you're going to get, I know, it's going to take a little bit of math here, but 27 over 4. Okay, let's go ahead and rewrite this lovely division problem as a wonderful multiplication problem. So again, numerator times numerator, that's right, and denominator times denominator. Okay, let's do a little bit of mental math here, and what you're going to get is 48 over 189. Now you guys know that both numbers are divisible by 3, so if we go ahead and divide both of these numbers by 3, we're going to get 16 over 63. And there you go. You got your solution.
The Bob Ross Positive Energy Drink. It features a delicious fruity flavor along with caffeine, ginseng, and more that will keep your good vibes going. Energize your day with a happy little can of Bob Ross Positive Energy Drink.
Okay, for the next 2 examples, I'm going to be asking you to evaluate these algebraic expressions involving division of fractions and mixed numbers. Now this might look a little familiar to you, so let's get started. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to substitute in for my 2 variables. For A, I'm going to substitute in 2/3. And for B, I'm going to substitute in a -1/6. Okay, we have our division problem. Okay, that's 2/3 divided by a -1/6. So the next thing we need to do is change this into a multiplication problem. Very simply by taking the reciprocal, the second term. Now, we could quite simply cross-simplify, and then we can multiply numerator times numerator and denominator times denominator. Look how nicely we cross-simplified. Isn't that shade of green just so lovely, like the leaves on a pine tree? Okay, 2 times 2 is going to be 4, 1 times 1 is going to be 1, and our product is going to be negative because a negative times a positive is always negative. And this simplifies to a -4. How lovely. All right, let's look at one more example. All right, same thing. I'm going to go ahead and I am going to substitute in for my variables. Okay? For n, I'm going to substitute in a -1 3/8 and For n, I'm going to substitute in 2 1/2. All right, so we have our division problem. And we know our answer is going to be negative because a negative divided by a positive is always negative. So I'm going to go ahead and just do this here just to remind myself, okay, what our solution is going to be, that it is going to be negative. All right, let's continue. Now I'm going to go ahead and rewrite this as an improper fraction. That's going to be 8 times -1 plus 3 divided by 2 times 2 plus 1, right? Let's go ahead. 8 times -1 is -8 plus 3, or excuse me, that the sign here doesn't matter right now. That's 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 over 8 divided by 4 plus 1, 5 halves. Okay? So this entire thing is negative. So that I made a little happy mistake here. Okay? There's no accidents, just happy little mistakes. So now I'm going to take this division problem and convert it into a multiplication problem. Now once again, we've got this lovely opportunity to cross-simplify. And there you go. So I'm going to get 11 times 1, which is 11. 4 times 5, which is 20. So there we go. That is our solution. -11/20, and it cannot be simplified any further. Good luck with your homework, and don't forget to check Google Classroom for due dates. Till next time, happy mathematics, and God bless.